obviously they're coming off a big rivalry win, but is there a little bit of a rivalry feel to this series with Air Force as well?
Yeah, especially in the last couple of years, I know tensions has been pretty high between us and them, and I don't think there's any love lost between us two, and it's going to be fun going down there and dueling it out with those guys down there.
Is it fun, or is it any different to have, see, we know the importance of last week's game. You said it is kind of like another rivalry game. Is that good, bad, or indifferent as far as the emotions just getting ready for another rivalry game, I guess?
No, I would say it's a good thing. It allows us to have the want and will to prepare a little harder than maybe we normally would against another conference opponent. But it just adds a little more to what's at the table, and we know to stay in the hunt for a Mountain West Conference championship game, we got to win out, and we're looking forward to this week, and it's going to be a good test for us.
You guys won another close game this past week. You've won a lot in the last 2 seasons. What has it been about this team's ability to perform in the clutch?
I mean, it starts with coaching. Coach Bowl and obviously Coach Vegan at the offensive helm has done some good things and calling the right plays at the right times. Allows us to be in some good situations late. And the addition with Coach Hazelton and how good the defense has been playing. It's tough to lose when you're taking care of the football and your defense is playing well, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
What was it like to defend the boot?
It was awesome, and I've started in 2 CSU games, and we've won both of those, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of a team that's won back-to-back border wars. So it's been fun. At the same time, that's one of the 12 games on our regular schedule, so that's over and done with now, and we can look forward to this week.
What did you think about your team's defensive performance?
I mean, they play outstanding, and they've been showing that they're one of the better, not just better defenses in this conference, but one in the country, and they keep everything in front of them. They force some turnovers. We didn't get any this past week, but they played their tails off, and they came in clutch when it counted.
What did you think about when you saw Overstreet go in for that game-winning touchdown?
Oh, I mean, I knew with how well our defense was playing in the conditions that it was going to be hard for Colorado State to develop anything on the offensive side. So there's a sense of relief, but I went to the sideline, talked to Vegan, and we were prepared to have to go into 2 a minute if we were down 4, or try to get into field goal range if we were down 3. So it was just a great feeling, though, to finally get some run game established and put together that final drive.
How would you say Kellen's running style compares to Trey's?
They're slightly different, but I mean, Kellen's a downhill runner, and he runs with power, and not saying that he can't get to the corner and show a burst of speed, but they're just 2 different backs. But Kellen came in and broke some tackles and did some really good things for us, and that's what we're going to need out of him and all the rest of the other guys.
Josh, obviously a lot of people will talk about this game and the catch that Drew made on that game-winning drive. I mean, but just talk about what a guy like Drew's meant since at least you've been here. I mean, he's kind of the character of this team. He's come up with some big plays on the field. Just what has a guy like Drew Beaumont meant to this team, this program, at least since you've been here?
He's been phenomenal, and he's a captain as a fullback, and that's not something you see too often. He's not on the field every snap. We only have a certain amount of plays where he's on the field, but it just seems like every time he touches the ball, he's 15-plus yards down the field, and he shows everybody that he's going to give everything that he has for this team. And I love that guy. I'll take a bullet for him, and I'm sure he would do the same for me. We got a good relationship, and I'm just proud to be a captain alongside with him.
To kind of epitomize maybe what this whole program's about. I mean, he was a walk-on, earned a scholarship, does a lot of stuff that maybe doesn't show up in stat sheets all the time. In a lot of ways, does he epitomize what this program and what they're trying to do, what you guys are trying to do here?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, from being a walk-on to getting a starting spot and earning a scholarship, and being from Colorado area, playing against CSU and making a play like that, and maybe the biggest play of his career, that was the catalyst for that drive, and I truly believe that, and it showed everybody on our sidelines that we got guys ready to do whatever it takes to win this game. And as a team, we're lucky to have a guy like that, and I think other surrounding teams around the country should look at a guy like him and understand this is what college football is all about.
Going into Air Force this weekend, what do you know about them, and what are going to be the keys to getting a win?
I mean, we played them tough last year, and they came up here and they gave us everything we could handle. They haven't been off to a great start this year, but they're still a team that's capable of holding on to the ball. They're not going to turn the ball over too much on offense. They're particularly young at the defensive area, but we got to go out there and do what we got to do, and that's establishing the run game, taking care of the football, and trying to exploit their matchups on defense.
You mentioned they're young. They had a whole lot of turnover on that side of the ball. Does that make preparing for that defense different, just because there's so many different guys out there this time?
It's kind of weird this whole year in conference play. There's been a lot of teams that have only returned 2 or 3 starters on defense, and we've prepared well for them, and we're developing good game plans with our offensive staff, and they're doing everything necessary to put us in good positions to go out there and execute well.
Does it feel weird? You guys are probably rooting for CSU this weekend.
Yeah, we go Pokes though.
I mean, last year you guys started off 5-0 in conference. You didn't really need you kind of controlled your destiny. This year you guys need a little help. Does it feel different being kind of on the other side of that this time?
Yes and no. Last year when we touched down in New Mexico and found out that we were going to be in the Mountain West Championship game, it was awesome. And if Boise State ended up winning that game, we would have had to go out and fight and win to make it in. So it's similar, but it's different. But yeah, I mean, we're hoping to get some help from some other teams.
I know your running game has been a big part of the offense this season, but I mean, even going back to last year, it seemed like you were pretty happy to run whenever you got the opportunity. Has anything changed in your 2 years starting in terms of how you approach that part of your game?
Just trying to. In the first game I ever played, breaking my collarbone and understanding there's some hits that I shouldn't take, and this past game I knew I was at the first down and I kind of dropped my shoulder and got straight to the ground before I could take any unnecessary hits. So just learning when and where to take on contact and sliding if necessary, and there's a kind of push and pull situation with that too, though, and wanting to show the guys that I want to run hard, and I want to show these guys that I'm giving everything that I got to put us in the best situation to win.
I think you said after last game they kind of knew what you were going to do on that last drive. It was just a matter of you needed to get that yardage. In terms of did CSU kind of figure that you'd be running? Is that
yeah. Nico went in there, and he's primarily our blocking back, but I mean he does some good things on third down and catching the ball. But we had run that play probably 3 or 4 times, and we could have told him it was coming, and I was going to go get it.